the home of Fisher Price Toys. Welcome to East Aurora, where we are about to be touring the entire village and then also the town of Aurora. But for the most part, we'll stay inside the village because everybody asks me about East Aurora. What is it like? What is this small town and small village actually about? Let's tour through. Let's see everything. And the beautiful thing, these drive-thrus help because you can always get the picture of what I'm talking about. I know sometimes, you can't always see exactly what I'm talking about, but these drive-thrus always help. So if you guys don't already know, my name is Devonte Davis, a local realtor in and around the entire Western New York area. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and also make sure you guys comment below any other section of Western New York that you guys are interested in. Like I said, we cover every single thing Buffalo. If you guys are moving here or you're already in Buffalo looking to move around, hey, maybe you want to move to East Aurora, make sure you guys hit me up, call, email, text. If you're on social media, you can hit me up there too as well. But let's take a tour through this entire village. So if you couldn't already tell, now imagine this scene 120 years ago. This is a brick road that we're on right now. Literally one of very few. There's a couple inside the city. Obviously, this is one right here. So, to the left, that's the Aurora Theater right there. But you can see all the small, nice shops, the retail space down here. Like you have your boutiques, like a bunch of huge boutique style village, and this is where a lot of them are. But imagine 100 years ago, you can imagine a horse and buggy rolling down Main Street, because this is just the type of village and vibe that you guys get. It's almost like going down Hurdle or going inside Elmwood Village inside of Buffalo. It's like that same thing, but this is literally smack almost in the middle of nowhere when it comes to East Aurora. Now everybody knows about it because of the history, the past, obviously Fisher Price Toys like we talked about earlier, and just the beauty and the scenery and the dopeness of this small town village. But for the most part, it's an older, just a huge community-based, tight-knit group up here, but it's also, like I said, very older. A lot of these houses over here, no exaggeration, there's two houses that stand out in particular. First of all, there's no houses on the market right now in East Aurora. Literally 0 houses are for sale right now. Today is February 23rd, 24th. No houses are on the market in East Aurora right now, which is crazy. There's a couple that just sold earlier this year. One, the date of its building was 1885. Guess how much it sold for? $335,000. No exaggeration. You can look it up on Zillow if you wanted to, or I can send it to you, whatever. Literally, and it looked like 1885 in the inside, and it sold for $300,000. There's some points, no exaggeration, you won't find anything in a village under 200,000, like 250,000. Like another one that sold for, now this is beautiful. You would never have thought this house was built in 1887. The entire house was renovated, sold for $580. Now, again, they only had it up for, I think, $500, but in this market, everything goes over $80,000, $60,000. But it's sold for $580,000. Once you walked into this house, you would have never known it was built back then. And this is really the reputation that East Aurora has when it comes to their housing. Is this, they're old, yes, but things built back in the day were meant to last. Ooh, Mister's, this is a great restaurant right here. If you want to go get some good barbecue right there, in the poked yolk. Oh my gosh, my English is bad today. These are a bunch of great restaurants right here. But yeah, a lot of these houses around here, very old, but you would, once you look at them, take the pictures of them, or just walk into them, you'd never think they'll be from this age, that era of time. But good eats, like I said, we passed a few. You got Braz's Grill right there. You got a bunch of different things just in this small, what was that, not even a mile that we just drove around, half a mile if you will, and everything is, like I said, right inside this village. So these are actually so just coming off Jewett, Homewood, these are actually some new builds over here. Now there's a couple builders that's actually moving out here. You have WNY, well, basically Western New York home builders. Johnson Homes is out here. And then also, Morano is starting to build out here more and more as well. So you can see all of these are pretty much like patio homes, if you will. Now, I think all of these are Johnson Homes. Like I said, Morano has some over back once you coming right out of East Aurora. They're starting to build out here as well that we could probably swing over. But if you were looking, you know, you don't want you want East Aurora's vibe, but you don't want the 1885 homes. There are some new construction homes over here, and these are some great models. This one is beautiful. That gray and black, I like that a lot. So there are chances for new builds over here. The beautiful thing is the taxes are not that expensive out here compared to, your Orchard Parks and things like that. So look at Johnson Homes. Johnson Homes may be a place for you guys if you were thinking about building, especially if you wanted to be around in this area. Or Morano too, like I was stating before. Now you can notice the houses out here are a lot more hilly. Like I said, you're pretty much, when it comes to East Aurora, you're pretty much rural. Like, this is 25 miles away from downtown Buffalo, and you're about 45 minutes away from Niagara Falls. So things are a lot more hilly. This is very country, especially if you talk to anybody who live inside the city. Most people inside the city don't even come out this way. Like, they'll probably be just as shocked as you are seeing this video. Like they foreigners. Like I told you, people don't travel far in Buffalo. If you live inside the city, most people stay inside the city. Amherst is as far as they going. So to a lot of people inside of Buffalo, 20 minutes, 30 minutes out, please. They think that's country all day. So this is a dope, so these are like two dope little plazas right next to each other. You have basically like the extension. So basically this is where you do all your shopping. Let's just turn it here real quick. This is basically where you'll do most of your shopping. TJ Maxx, if y'all still sleep on TJ Maxx, I'm telling you, the undergarments, your socks, your drawers, your A-shirts, all that stuff, you get there for the low, and they name brand. They may have like one little defect on them. I don't sleep on TJ Maxx, I'm telling you now. Especially when it comes to my socks, man, I mean packs of socks for like 20 bucks. So this is pretty much the shopping center over here. You're right, like I said, right inside the Village. Get your LA Fitness right here. Value Tops is across the street. Oh, and they got a Starbucks. We should go get some Starbucks. That's my favorite. The line not long, we definitely getting Starbucks. Oh, got the liquor store. It's too early to be drinking now. If I was on vacation though, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So one of the other dope parts about East Aurora is you have Knox Farm State Park. You have Major Park. You actually have a country club inside of East Aurora as well. There's a lot of nature things to do in East Aurora. I mean, walk trails, bike trails. You got the ski lodge. Like you got a bunch of different things to do outside in East Aurora for sure. Like I said, it's an old town village. They wasn't in the house playing video games back in the day. They was outside doing their thing. So a lot of the, like I said, the state park, Knox Farm, state park is dope. Like very scenic, very peaceful. Somewhere to really just take a hike, just chill, meditate a little bit, enjoy nature, walk through some things. I mean, you have a bunch of things that you really can do. There's a couple of things. Famous Street Garrard is up here that will tore down again. Back in the day, the 13th president, my son Fillmore, was here in East Aurora when he was doing, I think he was what, the senator or representative, one of the two. He was something big, and I'm not a political guy. I don't keep up with all the presidents, I'm sorry. But Fillmore was definitely here, and you know, he was actually in the Theodore Roosevelt back in Allentown. This is where he was sworn in. See, Buffalo got a long history, man. They be sleeping on us, I'm telling you. We was probably in some major stuff back in the day. But let's tour through, let's see some residential housing around in this area, so you guys can know exactly what type of housing that you can see. We saw the new builds back over there, but I want to show you guys really inside these different neighborhood streets, what you guys can really expect when it comes to housing inside the East Aurora area. Do notice out here, all the houses are way more spread out. Like I said, this is more rural style living. Obviously, once you get closer inside the village off Main Street, houses are a little more normal for a suburban setting, but this is really more rural, more country, except all the cow smells. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't really have, well, that I've seen, you got a few agricultural, you know, spots around, but you're not smelling cows everywhere. So it's like a suburban-y rural feeling, if that's what, you know what I'm saying, if that's how you want to describe it. But plenty of land out here, like, for sure, a lot of land. So if one of these private owners are selling, you know, one of their acres or whatever, that may be a spot, pick up some land. I actually just had a person move up here, found some land, and now they're trying to build on it. The biggest problem they had, no exaggeration, was the appraisal for the house they wanted to build. Now, you know, they pockets was a little deep, so, you know, they got exactly what they were looking for. But again, having some land out here, you really want to be just in that small town village with that, like I said, slightly rural feel to it, away from the city. I mean, you away from the city out here, this may be a spot that you want to think about. And you know, historically, it has everything, and literally, I mean, no traffic, no sounds, no sirens, you're not hearing none of that stuff. So what I do want to show you guys real quick though, we did just pass it, which was the Fisher-Price Toys headquarters, and I believe that's the international one. So it's all dope, you know, they got the Fisher-Price Toys everywhere. Let me show y'all what y'all hill looks like. Let me turn around real quick. Let me go ahead and turn around real fast. This is actually dope too, because this is the classic ice skating rink. Now, obviously this is open all winter long, Obviously the summer, I don't think they're doing it, but this is open all winter long. So a lot of people actually come up here just to get the ice skating on. So this is another huge part to East Aurora. Like I said, you really have every single thing inside this village. Like, no exaggeration, in this town. Most people that live up here, they don't be in Buffalo unless they go on a party or something. They got some family members inside. But here is actually the headquarters of Fisher-Price right here. And this is actually the international, like I said, Fisher-Price. I told y'all, I don't be lying to y'all. Y'all think I be kidding when Fisher-Price was built in Buffalo. But this is where it is. And this is so dope because it's honestly, to see a global franchise, well, a global and international really company to be built in Buffalo like this, I mean, it's honestly, it's amazing. It's amazing to see, and it's super dope in all honesty. So you can see how much character, how much charm these houses have. Yes, they're older, but once you walk into some of these, I'm telling you, would never think these houses were built when they were. I mean, you have the character on the outside, and it looked like a millie on the inside. Like a lot of these people, I mean, they're so well taken care of. The only thing I would see back in the day, they weren't building, you know, with vinyl and everything. So you do have the wood siding, you have the vinyl, the shake shingles. Some people still have the shake shingles, like this one person right here. But the houses are huge. I'm talking about 2,000, 2,500 square feet. Now, what you won't have out here is basements, unless you build a new, like I showed you earlier. You'll have a basement, but it's gonna be for storage. Like, you're not going down there and, you know, putting an entire finished basement and limestone foundation. Like, you're just not gonna do that. It's not gonna happen. But other than that, I mean, you have plenty of other space all around. The beautiful things about these is most of them have full-size attics. So the extra space that you in today's world will want to finish a basement, you could possibly just finish your attic and make that into something really nice. Depending on the size and, you know, style of the home. I will wrap up this tour. If you guys have any questions, make sure you guys hit me up with a call, email, text, anything, especially if you guys are moving to East Aurora or Buffalo, or you're in Buffalo looking to move around. Amherst, Cheektowaga, doesn't matter what it is. You guys know I love real estate, every single thing about it, and I would love to be of service to you guys. So make sure you guys hit me up. I will call you guys, or I will see you guys inside the next video. I'll wrap this up with some residential as always, and I will talk to you guys very soon.